These tri-lobed leaves, what are they? Like this. I'm here in the garden for another task. This time is to prune the yuzu plant. I posted a video about the fruit-bearing trees that we are growing here in the backyard the other day, and I got a comment from a YouTube friend from Virginia, fruit grower. If you're growing trees, or if you're interested in growing trees, check out his website. He has a lot of information about like fruit-bearing trees, and he is an expert on trees. So he left a comment about this satsuma mandarin, that it might not be a satsuma, it might be like this like branch, might be a trifoliate. I'm not sure if I remember it correctly, trifoliate rootstock, something like that. So he said the leaves are like tri-lobed like this, and it's thorny, so there are a lot of thorns. So he is right. I think this is a trifoliate, like trifoliate rootstock. I'm going to post the comment because I might not be saying it correctly. He said that the tree is not a satsuma mandarin, and it looks like a trifoliate rootstock that has taken over the graft. And then he said you may want to cut out all those trifoliate shoots or graft over them. And then I said that I searched on the trifoliate rootstock online and actually saw it on the yuzu lemon. 3 shoots growing way taller with smaller leaves and lots of thorns. And then he said, yes, I would cut out all those branches with all the thorns and tri-lobed or trifoliate leaves. That's all rootstock that it will eventually take over the whole tree. So apparently all these citrus trees, like most trees, are actually grafted. So there is like, I'm not sure if my terms are correct, there are like proper terms on this, but let's just say a mother like trunk, a main trunk, and they would graft like branches onto it, and that new branch should eventually be a new plant. They're going to sell that as a new plant. And sometimes what happens is like, so this is a satsuma mandarin, and then this is the trunk. So this is the main trunk. This is probably a different, like, this is not a satsuma mandarin, a different like variety of citrus, I'm not sure what. And then they grafted this branch onto this main trunk and then sold this as a satsuma mandarin. So this is satsuma mandarin. And then what happened was like a new branch sprouted out like this from the main trunk. So this is no longer like satsuma, this is a whatever this one is. So, and like he said, it's like tri-lobed like leaves, and it is tri-lobed leaves like this, see? So I know I need to cut this off from here because this will eventually take over the satsuma. This is going, that the satsuma branch is going to die, and they will, like this branch will dominate. So I need to cut this off. Same thing with I actually didn't notice this, but I did notice it on the yuzu plant. I'll show you. This is the yuzu plant, and I noticed last year that there are branches that like sprouted out and grew really tall. Oh, there's actually a fruit. I wonder what, maybe I'm not sure if it's a good idea too. So there is a fruit here. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to see what this actually turns into. So it's the same idea. So this is supposed to be a yuzu tree, and then so same thing. So this is the main trunk. This is the yuzu plant, but I think this is the main, probably inserted into this main trunk. And then this main trunk is probably something else. And so this is a yuzu plant, but then there were two branches that sprouted from the main trunk. So if this is like, say, citrus ABC, then this is going to be a citrus ABC, and this is the yuzu. And eventually this is going to take over it's going to kill the yuzu plant. So this is the leaf of a yuzu plant. You see this, like, see the leaves like that. But then if you look at the other one, it's also like tri-lobed, like this. See? So I need to cut this off. So the yuzu is as tall as this, but then the one that sprouted is like really tall now, like that one. So that is the this one, the tri something the rootstock, the growth from the rootstock, the tri-lobe thing, and the really thorny, a lot of thorns. So I'm going to cut this off too. And there is a fruit, so I wonder what it turns out to be. See, this one is leaning. This is the same thing. I even tied them onto like a stake because they were like growing really tall, really skinny and tall and very thorny. So those are the signs of like they're not supposed to be a part of the plant. Look at those leaves, different from this one. From this, you see the shape of the leaves versus this one. So if you are growing citrus trees and you see this, now you know that you have to cut them off. And again, make sure to check, if you're growing trees, make sure to check Virginia fruit grower. He has a lot of information about growing trees, and he has a lot of like unique varieties of trees. Now I'm going to remove this branch. This is the satsuma mandarin. Just making sure that I am removing the correct branch. So this is the branch that I'm going to cut off. This is the one with this one, very thorny, and the tri-lobed leaves, like this. You see? So I need to like cut this off from here. There you go. So now it's back to just the satsuma mandarin, and then I need to do it on the other one too, the yuzu. It's the yuzu, and then the two branches that sprouted. So these are the two branches that sprouted off from the grafted like trunk. So I'm going to cut those off. I think it was grafted here. So this is the main so this is the yuzu plant, and then these other two sprouted from the main trunk. And I'll show you the leaves again of this. So this is the yuzu, the leaves of yuzu, and these are the leaves of the, is it trifoliate? I can't remember the term anymore. The tri-lobed leaves of the rootstock, of the ones that sprouted from the rootstock. Let's cut this off. When I saw it, I wondered why it was growing like really tall. I forgot to like check it out. I thought it's just like normal, but apparently it's not. Let's cut this off too. These are very tall actually. This is already very tall. This one too, I think. These are like, I need to cut this off too. So I'll cut this off first. And then cut the the other one too. I'll probably like, I'll just keep on cutting it when it sprouts again. Maybe cut it here. I don't know. Maybe leave it like that and then cut the other one. And then this one too. Maybe from here. There you go. So both are gone.